Alright, this video is actually a follow-up video to one I made about a year ago, and I'm just going to provide a more updated aim routine to help you hit Immortal. So similar to the last video, I'm going to go over an aim training routine that you can use in an aim trainer like Kovacs, a routine you can use in the range, and a routine you can use in deathmatch. Alright, so once you're on Kovacs, you want to hit online playlist at the top, go down to this box and paste this playlist code from the description and hit this button. And now you'll have the updated aim routine I use. And I don't have a playlist for aim labs or any other aim trainers yet, but if you're able to find the same scenarios in aim labs, you'll be able to replicate this routine in there as well. If you want to get Kovacs, it does cost money. It's like $10, but it'll probably be on sale because of all the Steam holiday stuff coming up, so I'd recommend picking it up if you can. Now, aim training on Kovacs isn't the most fun thing in the world, and that's probably why so little people aim train to begin with, but it is quite literally the fastest way to improve your aim, especially if you're in the lower ranks of Valorant. Like, look at this very scientific graph I made of your improvement over time when you're playing Kovacs. And because I don't want to go over the other parts of my routine again, I'm just going to steal them from the last video, but those pretty much remain the same anyways. So the next part of the routine is going to take place in the range on Valorant, so what you want to do is press F3, click eliminate 50, click strafe, and you want to grab a sheriff. So what your goal here is to pretty much just hit only the head, hit only headshots with this sheriff, only go for one taps, and you want to eliminate all 50 of them. Once you eliminate all 50 of them, you want to pull out the Guardian and do the same thing with the Guardian, going only for one taps and going only for headshots. Now, once you finish that with the Guardian, you want to finally pick up a Vandal and do the exact same thing, once again only going for headshots and only going for one taps. Now you want to repeat this routine about 2 to 3 times in the range to really build up that ability to naturally hit the head rather than spraying or shooting the body. And this routine is especially helpful for beginners or people who are just generally in a low rank, as it'll really help you build up that self-discipline to just only really go for the head and really get your kills. Alright, so the last part of this routine is going to take place in deathmatch, and this is pretty much just incorporating what you did from the range. You're going to pull out a sheriff, only go for headshots. And after a while, you're going to switch to the Guardian and do pretty much the same thing, really only going for one taps and headshots. And taking your time is the most important part about this. Since you're playing against real players, this to a degree will replicate how it will be in competitive. So you want to make sure you are hitting your shots so you're able to replicate that once you play a comp game. And of course, after spending some time with the Guardian, you can pull out the Vandal and do pretty much the same thing, going only for one taps. So the amount of time you spent with each weapon is pretty much up to you, but I would recommend spending about 12 kills with the Sheriff, 12 kills with the Guardian, and 16 kills with the Vandal. Alright, just like I said at the end of my last video, if you were to ask me which out of the 3 of these methods would help you improve the most, I would say it's going to be the one that involves Kovacs or some other external aim trainer. It's a little boring, but it will help you out the most in the long run. People constantly search up the best sensitivities or the best settings or whatever else quick fix they can find to improve their aim, when the answer is just something that's going to take a bit of time and self-discipline to do. Like, it's not rocket science. If you isolate the aiming portion of Valorant into a training method, you will get better. There's no amount of quick fixes that'll replicate what aim training will do for you. Alright, that's the video.